I used to work in fast food, Sonic to be exact. It's going to take a lot for me not to be on the side of the person that's actually working at the fast food place. So let's go ahead and see what happens.
Or come around the counter, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Okay. So I came around the counter and stood right here, like, what's up?
So when she did that, I said, you're so lucky none of that sauce got on me. I was like, I don't really have time for this. Clearly you need this job, so I'm just gonna go.
Watch how this angry customer flip out on Domino's staff after her pizza came cold and uncut.
Is it your phone that she threw?
No, the store phone.
Oh, the store phone, gotcha. Okay.
She completely broke the store phone.
Okay. What was she upset about?
She said her food took over an hour, and I apologize. We have one driver. That happens. And she said every time she orders from here, it's been an issue for 5 years. Why does she keep ordering from here? She makes it seem like we make it seem like it's her issue. We always say we're understaffed, and I'm like, I apologize. That's the issue. We are understaffed.
So was the food driven to her place and then, or
it was delivered?
Oh, it was delivered. Okay.
Yeah, it was delivered. And then she said the pizza wasn't cut, which I see it wasn't.
Okay, so yeah, it's frustrating that you get a pizza that's not cut. That is very frustrating. You know, you have your mouth ready, you ready to eat your food. And the cold part, okay, I'll give you that. But that's when you stop going to a place that has frustrated you for 5 years. That's why some people lose repeat customers. That doesn't mean you come, rip up their phone, and I see a pizza box down by that red bench over there in the back right. I'm sure that's what she threw because she's still in the parking lot too right now. You don't do all that. Even if they get lippy, that means that why are you forcing to spend your money at somewhere you're not satisfied with? Why are you throwing things and breaking things? I have been very mad about my food, but I don't go and throw things. That means that they delivered it. She drove from the place they delivered it, probably her house, to there to cause the havoc. You really could have just been at home, write your little thing to Domino's corporate, get your free pizza, go to a different Domino's store. That might be better, but what this is, that doesn't sound like that's the right way to go.
She came back, we were going to give her a refund, and then she threw the pizza at me, said something about me being a white bitch, wanting to be black like her.
Okay.
Went to the race thing, talk about I'll beat your ass, walk out this door, come around the counter, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Okay.
So I came around the counter and stood right here, like, what's up? And then,
okay, good. I'm glad you owned it, because I was gonna say she looked like she was ready for some smoke too on the fighting part a little bit. So I'm glad she owned that part. We'll see.
The two drivers got in between us.
Okay.
And then her girlfriend came in the store, and I said, go get a picture of their tag, because she'd already broken the phone and thrown everything.
At what point did she break the phone?
After she threw the pizza, she picked the phone up and slammed it down and flung it that way. These were in here.
Okay.
I mean, the phone's broken.
Yeah.
And then
that phone looks tore up. Look at the phone. Like, yeah. You can see the inside of the phone.
when she started saying all those words and all that. Okay.
And then the girlfriend came in, and I said, go get a picture of the tag, and they said, oh, you won't be getting a picture of our tag. And I said, yeah, we will.
Okay. Do you remember what she was wearing? What kind of clothes?
The one that threw the stuff and broke the thing was in pink pajama pants with like little designs on them, and a black shirt with a design on the front, hair down, edges laid on her face, big flowy hair. The stud.
Yeah, she know about edges, so she hanging around somebody, because that's not a normal detail that they would point out about edges laying down.
In a gray sweatsuit.
Was that the other one?
The one driving.
Okay, the one driving. What's your first name? How did she start it? Can you show me the motion? How did she do it? Did she grab the whole entire thing? Did she grab one piece?
The whole phone.
The whole phone?
The entire phone.
Okay, and she just, what did she do? Did she grab it with both hands, one hand?
Both.
Both hands? And what'd she do after that?
His voice kind of sound like Lil Yachty a little bit.
Try to hit it with it.
Try to hit her with it?
And Andre 3000 a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, how did the phone damage then? Did she...
I mean, it was a lot of motion. I can't just tell you how the motion went, why it got damaged, but...
Okay, do you remember it being slammed, or... I'm not talking to you.
It was a lot going on. I was trying to make sure that nobody hit nobody.
What?
I was trying to make sure nobody made no move to hit nobody. But I seen the phone up in there.
Okay. Do you remember if it struck any of the tables for it to damage the way it did?
It hit the counter.
I hit the counter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Counter.
Who was holding it? Who was holding the phone at the time?
Female that's on the passenger side.
With the
one with the pink pants.
pink pants?
She
Okay.
was the only one that was in the store.
Did your coworker drop the phone at any time? No.
And I'm gonna tell you this on top, and they're understaffed. That's not their fault. They can't pick more employees to be there on shift. Mistakes are gonna happen. I'm sorry, she seems like to be the loser when it comes to who's getting the lucky draw of getting food that has mistakes. But if they're understaffed, you're tired, you're just trying to get through it. It could be a peak time on top of you being tired. It's nighttime. People love Domino's at night. It could be a lot of things. So like, I'm just like, pick another place. If it's that frustrating, there's been some places, and I'm talking about really good food. We know what Domino's tastes like. It's cool, but God, dog, it ain't worth you, possibly going to jail behind. It's been places I want to go back, but because I know they're not gonna do right, it's not worth it to even get to the food sometimes.
And you said those cameras are working for sure?
Yeah, that worked.
Okay, but you guys don't have access though?
I don't. I just started today.
All right, cool. Appreciate it.
I got some duplex, but yeah.
So I spoke to the manager. I got.
Oh, they was playing Shabuzi in there. I think someone poured me out another shot of whiskey.
Your side of the story. Can I speak to you about?
Sure.
Okay.
So around like 12, I ordered a pizza. It was online.
12.
Yes, the pizza got there maybe like 1:15ish.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a guy with dreads. He delivered the pizza.
Right.
Just want to say, because there's going to be a lot I'm sure I don't agree with on her, but her hair is pretty. I love how she got her hair. And I feel like she's putting on now, because I feel like she was doing a lot, especially if you raging out in there and stuff is broken. And now you putting on the calmness, and
So I went in the house, obviously opened the pizza. I saw the pizza. I ordered pizza and wings. When I opened the box, the pizza was not cut. How they cut it wasn't cut at all.
So you were upset, right?
Correct. Okay. So I called, and the first time no one answered. I figured they were about to close at 2, so let me call back again. Like a white female answered the phone. So I'm like, hi, I just ordered a pizza. I ordered a pizza and wings. My pizza wasn't cut. Do you guys still like cut the pizza in like the sections like you normally do? She said, yeah. So I was like, okay, well, my pizza wasn't cut. I was like, and I live right around the corner. I've lived here for like 6 years. Every time I come up here or deliver, it's always a problem.
Right.
So why do you keep ordering from them? I would just know they're gonna piss me off, so don't do it. Also, I have a pizza cutter at the house. The principle is they should have cut it. I understand that. But they're not really gonna care about you that much about your food. Like, they already working at Domino's. Like, like the food got out, it is what it is. Get your refund through Domino's corporate or whatever, because I do deserve, you should get your money's worth. I'm not saying that. But to take the pizza back for them to cut it is, I don't know. Like, you already know you're going to have problems with that place.
And then she's like, well, we're short-staffed, and if the only issue that you had was that it was a long time, but your pizza was right, then I don't think you should be complaining about the fact that it wasn't cut, which I felt like was really rude. So I'm like, well, no. I'm like, well, I have a right to complain. If it was not cut, then it wasn't cut. Right. And she was like, so basically what you're saying is it got there, you got it, but it just wasn't cut. And then she just hung up the phone.
Okay.
So I'm like,
I'd be upset too.
Okay,
I
no
get it.
problem. Right.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. That's rude as hell. Like, I don't disagree with that. Just not doing enough to end up in handcuffs. That's where I'm, you know what I mean? No.
Okay, so I'm like, well, you can just take the whole pizza. I don't even want it back at this point. Okay. So I went up here. The door was unlocked. Entered the door. Yep. There was one person in the front, the same one who delivered it. And I know that because he said, do you want this back? And it was my 20 that I just given him. Okay. And I said, yeah, I want a refund. Like, I don't want this food. He said, okay, I got you. Don't worry about it. So as he's doing the refund, then she comes from behind him, up behind him. Yeah. And she's like, no, when she walked up, I said, are you the one I spoke to over the phone? She said, yeah. So I was like, is there a reason why you hung up on me? And she said, you were being loud and rude and irate. Mm-hmm. And I kind of feel like, don't lie on me. I wasn't rude and I wasn't irate. You're upset because it's 2 o'clock, you're about to close, and someone's calling and complaining. Get it. You probably don't want to hear it. I understand that. But don't hang up on me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so that's why you hung up? Because
I am going to tell you this. If I was someone that worked at Domino's and I'm about to close and you want to complain, I'm gonna try to give you a little bit of pleasantry, but it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not gonna sit there and let you just have my ear. I don't work at a call center. I'm gonna hang up on you in a hot second. I'm probably gonna hang up on you. That's probably not the right answer. But we're about to close and it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I feel like it's about to be a click going on that phone.
I was rude and irate, and I was thinking I wasn't even rude or irate, but now I am because I'm mad that you just hung up and didn't even allow me to say anything.
Right.
And she was like, well, you know what? Speaking to him, she said, don't give her money back and don't give her a refund. And I was like, okay, that's fine. You can keep your pizza.
Yeah.
And that's petty. She should have let that refund process. The woman that was at Domino's, like, don't go interfering. If they're willing to give the refund, let them do it. That's petty. I don't like that for the woman to stop. She was already getting a refund.
So as I'm about to walk away, she starts like, oh, well, bitch, da-da-da-da-da. And just, it was beyond ridiculous over a pizza and some wings. So when she did that, literally, I turned around.
She did what?
She was like calling me bitches and hoes. And all
Okay,
this
so
other
she was
stuff.
being verbally abusive.
Correct.
Okay.
So then, of course, I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
I said words as well.
Okay.
So we're having this verbal altercation back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So before I knew it, the pizza, because I just had returned it, was on the counter.
Okay.
She literally flipped up the pizza. So the pizza box and the pizza fell. Sauce was flaying everywhere. So when she did that, I said, you're so lucky none of that sauce got on me. I was like, I don't really have time for this. Clearly you need this job, so I'm just going to go.
Oh, the worker flipped the pizza. I could believe that from the angle the pizza was back towards the window where a customer would walk in. So I could see it being flipped from the counter by the employee. I could see that. I could see that.
So she literally, and there was another guy in there too at that point. I noticed he was there. I guess he came from the back. So she came around the counter. So at this point, we're like here.
Yeah.
So then one of the coworkers.
Where was the pizza at the time?
I believe it was on
when it got flung.
on the either the floor or on the counter. It flipped up. I really didn't see it.
Okay.
I think it was on the floor. I know the box was definitely on the floor though.
Like on the floor?
Yes, on the floor.
Who placed the pizza on the floor?
When she flicked it up, like when she was on the counter and she flicked the box up.
Okay, so
it
the box
flung.
was on the counter when she
Correct,
flicked
when
it
I
up?
returned it, right.
Okay.
So there's a disagreement then, because I think on the inside they're saying she flipped that pizza box, and she's saying they flipped that pizza box.
So then she flicked it up, it fell, it flew in the air, and pizza sauce is everywhere.
Okay.
So that's when I said what I said.
Yeah.
Like, I hope it didn't get on me. You're lucky it didn't get on me. And at
Right.
that point, we're just having an altercation back and forth still. So then she comes around the counter. So one of her coworkers was still behind the counter. The other one, who I guess was still in there the whole time, he came in between us.
Okay.
So then my friend, who was parked right over there next to her, that car, I believe it's hers, at that point, just walked in. Like, she walked in and was like trying to separate everything. So at that point, I just kind of walked outside. As we walked outside, she follows us outside.
Hold on. See, this is where she skipped out the phone part, because, okay, it's 50-50 on that pizza thing. I'm leaning towards possibly the worker did that because it was flipped towards the window. So that phone, she skipped over how that phone got destroyed. It was, my friend saw us having an altercation. She came in, we left out. What happened with that phone? So see, then that makes me, I want to know, what else are you leaving out?
And instructs one of her workers, I guess, to take a picture of the license plate, which was not a problem.
Okay.
I sat there, but that's why I'm here to sit, because I have nothing, I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not going to go home and have this big thing. So I stayed and waited for you to get here, because I figured after seeing her on the phone, she was calling.
Yeah. I'm a little concerned about the whole telephone that's on top of the counter. It seems...
Whose phone is that?
Looks like a store phone.
Oh.
It's on the counter. It's completely torn up, right? So, do you know anything about that?
So I'm assuming that it either happened when she flicked the pizza up, or when I could drop it on the counter. Like when I said, oh, well, I don't want this anymore. I mean, pretty sure there maybe was something there. I don't really know exactly where I placed it. But when I did it, I literally scooted it up and was like, oh, I don't want it anymore. Now, it could have been firm. I don't really know. It was the heat of the moment. I'm not really sure. But I literally tossed it and was like, well, it was a scoot. Like, scooted on the counter and was like, oh, I don't want this anymore.
Right,
So
when you came in, you placed the pizza on the counter, right?
But then
that phone was broken with force. And see, that's the thing. Like, well, I'll let it keep playing. We'll see.
She, remember, told him, oh, don't give her a refund. That's when I was like, oh, well, scooted it forward. Was like, well, I don't want it anymore. And that's when I proceeded to walk out.
Okay.
Or turn around and walk away.
So what do you think caused damage to the store telephone that's on top of the counter?
I truly believe when she literally tossed the piece of it. Like, she literally came up to the counter and flipped it up.
Okay.
Like, I know that there was a register. Don't know exactly the placement of it, but I know that she for sure tossed it up. Like,
okay, between you and I, the telephone looks completely torn up. Or a box, so cardboard box is not going to do that type of damage to the phone. So is there anything else?
No,
did you at any point touch the phone, attempt to break it?
I didn't touch the phone or attempt to break it at all. I have a phone. I have no reason to do that.
Why would the employee damage the phone?
Why would the employee damage the phone?
Their own store phone, yeah.
I have no idea what she... I don't know.
So you don't know what happened to the phone. They're telling me you grabbed the phone, smashed it to pieces.
I grabbed the phone and smashed it to pieces?
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're alleging.
I'm sorry, but no.
You understand that there's cameras inside the store as well?
I certainly understand that.
Okay.
Oh.
But again, like I said.
Okay, so they have cameras in the store. That's good. That's good. Okay, cameras in the store is good.
There was someone who was seeing the whole entire thing in the car. Like, I have no reason to lie at all.
I understand.
No, I'm just saying.
You know,
I
there's
feel
multiple people inside the store as well that saw the altercation and, you know, what happened inside.
Well, I don't think it was multiple. Well, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to argue.
Well, the manager and the other worker that was inside, correct?
Correct.
Including you and your friend, right?
So yeah, it was them two, and I was there, and she was literally at the car watching the entire thing. I didn't break a phone. I have no reason to lie to you at all. But to sit here and say, oh.
So you understand where I'm coming from, though, right? I just got to this call.
Right.
I go through those doors, pizza's everywhere, which makes sense, you know. You said it was tossed by an employee. I look at the countertop, the whole entire phone, the store phone is completely shattered. It would take a lot of force to completely destroy that phone.
And remember, the guy was saying the phone, that she's the one that touched that phone and flipped, or the phone was in the air, but the officer tried to ask directly who had the phone, and I'm pretty sure the male employee said the woman out there did that to the phone. So that's somebody that he didn't have as much against her as like the woman did, because they already had their thing on the phone, they had their thing in the store. So to avoid talking about the phone is the suspicious part. Like,
It's not like it was knocked over or anything. It's literally in pieces.
Right, but again.
But do you see where I'm coming from? Like, I'm puzzled as how that occurred.
Sir, I understand where you're coming from. Right, again.
And there are people saying that they saw you toss the phone up and damage the phone. So either you're sitting here lying to my face about what happened about the phone, or because next thing I'm going to look through the cameras and then we'll go from there.
You can look at the camera, like I said.
I'm giving you another chance to tell me the truth about the phone.
I don't like how you're speaking to me.
Okay.
No. What I'm saying to you is I told you the exact story.
Okay.
I didn't purposely go in and do anything to a phone. Like I said, I sat it on the counter. When I sat it on the counter, if this is the counter I'm walking up to.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're going to get to see by the end of the video, like him coming back saying, okay, I watched the footage, you flipped the phone, or for now, because there's the separate witness, which will be the male employee, says she flipped the phone and she's going to go to jail, and then the footage might help her later if she didn't flip that phone. But I feel like she's 6 years of frustration. I feel like she damaged that phone. I do. I don't know if I'm saying I'm right, but that's what I feel.
I literally sat it to the left of me. When I literally said, oh, well, you can keep it, I literally just scooted it up. Like, I didn't do anything to a phone. And I don't want to curse, but it damn sure wasn't on purpose. Like I said, I didn't do anything to a phone. I literally scooted it up.
Scoot the pizza box.
Correct.
Right?
Like, I flipped it up. Now, granted, again, it was the heat of the moment, but I didn't. The way that you said it was that
the box, I don't think would damage the phone. Correct.
I get that, but I know that I'm telling you, right? I did not take a phone and I didn't do any of that.
So when you came in through those doors with the pizza, how did you see anything out of the ordinary about the phone? Was it in pieces? Was it all together?
To be completely honest, I wasn't looking at a phone. I just sat the pizza box down.
So you wouldn't be able to tell me what the status of the store phone was at the time when you came in through the door?
I wasn't looking at a phone. I don't know.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Okay. Give me a second. Hey, Fernandez. Just say bye with her for a second, okay? I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
So what
And I
happened?
was trying to stop them from fighting though.
What happened?
So she did break the phone. All that damn pizza and everything. Yeah, she was throwing that shit. She
Oh, wow. So we got a third person. He's saying she threw the pizza and the phone. Oh, let me go back.
What happened?
So she did break the phone. All that damn pizza and everything. Yeah, she was throwing that shit. She was trying to protect herself at the same time because she thought that she was gonna really hit her. Some shit.
What'd you?
But,
Okay, so
that's when I had walked around and I was like trying to stop them.
were you inside the
blocking.
whole time?
Huh?
Were you inside it?
Yeah, the whole time while it was happening. Then she walked down and then went back in her car. And then that's when she was sitting right there in her parking spot.
Gotcha. So what? Can you tell me what happened after she walked in?
Okay, so you saying when she walked in?
When she walked in.
Okay, when she walked in, she was arguing, yelling at her, boom, boom, this and that.
Yeah.
And she
Oh, so you came in yelling because you said in your very office voice, you said you came in and was like, my pizza's uncut. I would like a refund or another piece or whatever she said. And she said it as if she came in calm and then ratcheted up based on that woman saying, oh, you was the one on the phone. But he's saying as soon as you came in, you were yelling.
was like, oh, we can't give you your money back because, whatever was wrong with the pizza. I don't know what the hell was wrong with the pizza.
Right.
That's the part that I don't know. But she was real mad that she like flipped the food and every damn thing all on the floor and shit like that.
Who was the one that flipped the pizza?
Her, she did.
Okay.
She flipped the food and everything, the wings and all that, and it got all over the place. She broke the phone.
Did she throw the pizza at someone or just
No,
dropped it?
she flipped it like towards her, and that's when it got on her, and then that's when
Gotcha.
everything else.
What happened after that?
After that, she came around and was trying to tell her like, "Oh, can you get out the store?" and this and that. She was trying to get all in her face. Her friend came in and was trying to protect her. I came around too, and I was trying to like block them from fighting. And then that's when she was just yelling and yelling, and then she walked out and went in her car.
What about the phone?
The phone, yeah, she was flipping everything. Like when she was flipping the pizza too, she flipped the phone.
Now she said, well, when I scooted the pizza, but you out here, you raging out, you flipping everything.
And broke the phone.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get your name?
After viewing the security footage and conducting multiple witness statements, she was placed under arrest for criminal mischief.
They viewed the security footage too, y'all. It's well-rounded. You got your witnesses, you got the security footage. So that means she did that at least to the phone, because he was very much, his questions were focused on that phone, because I think he could believe as far as who flipped the pizza, but the guy saying that woman came in flipping everything. So they did view the footage. See? All right, criminal mischief. Shout out to Police Watch. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.